Hi, I'm Carrie and welcome back to my channel. Today is something a little different. I have been watching everybody's What's on My Desk tour or What's on My Desk videos and really enjoying them, and I thought I would share with you what's in my sacred space because I don't have a desk to show you. I use my dining room as my whole sacred space area because I've said on many videos before, it's just the three of us. We don't really utilize the dining room area. We have a smaller house. It's an older house. It was built in the 1930s, so I have all the original hardwood floors and things like that, but the rooms are small and there was no open concept back in the 1930s, and so each room is individualized from the other. And but the perspective that I'm showing you right now is me looking into the dining room from my kitchen, and I will get to those other areas, but we're going to start over here in my hutch. So this is one of the sacred spaces, and hopefully I don't shake the camera too much, that I love. This has my handcrafted Day of the Dead doll. I have a little chakra pendant there, and there's mala beads back there, and there's my little Buddha. But here is a bowl of crystals that I use quite often, and then I have all my chakra stones and my 2 chakra pendulums. The next shelf, the reason the clock is on it is because I do readings for clients in this room, and I kind of keep the clock there to gauge the time and everything, especially when it's in-person clients. But I have a little selenite bar. These are rutilated quartz points. I have more stones in the little tray with the angel there, and a Himalayan tea light holder back there. And then the bottom, let me scooch back a little bit, is my place where I do my workings, and my abundance bowl, which if you saw that video, it's there. And I bought another selenite tower just the other day, and it surrounds my bowl with my abundance candle, and then just extra little decorative stuff there. I keep extra stones and bags and my business cards in that drawer, and then the rest is actual household stuff, so there's nothing else to show in those drawers. Then over here I added this little bookshelf in. It's probably been a year, and I wasn't going to put anything like this in here, but I was out of space to put things, and I was tired of constantly running upstairs for supplies or things like that. So I have this, and in the box right there, it just holds extra pens. And I am currently working through the Ancestral Grimoire book, so everything I'm using for that is in that little basket, nice and neat right there. And then I love the way the Pastoral Tarot looks, and that's the only reason it's sitting out. On the first shelf of the bookshelf, it's just kind of my spare, no, I can't say spare tarot decks. It's the little niche, I guess, tarot decks. I have the mermaids over here, and then we have vampires, then Alice in Wonderland, and then my Halloween ones there. I have some books with my little witches, and then those last 2 totes, let's see if I can get down here. This holds the old Doreen decks and that in it, And this holds the decks that I'm not using, and some books are in there. And then we come across, and I will do this, my little pie safe. I will do that in a minute. But there's my salt lamp and my little be kind sign. So over here, this hutch, we just got in the past 2 years. This was my husband's mother's hutch, and we got it after she passed away. And it holds all the elements, and it holds all my sacred stuff, I guess. So I love to decorate it with all the greenery. You can't really tell. I have solar lights, which is what that cord is that goes over to my window. But I have solar lights that light up this whole area at night. There is my little moon. And then we come over here, and this kind of represents air for me. And then here is my fairy realm. And this represents the fairies, and I have my little Buddha. And of course, I have to have my little evil eye here. And this is a handmade little jar. And then here's our water section. And these are my little mermaids and my mermaid or ocean angel. And these, this mermaid, she holds all the little shells that I have picked up on vacation from our beach trips. And then we come down here to like the celestial shelf. This is just a little holder. My camera thingy keeps moving. This is just a little holder for my charm candles when I do any workings. My little moon angel that my husband broke her fingers off. More crystals, another thing of crystals. Then we come over here, and here is the stars, the celestial star angel. Here is a little intention jar that I have sitting here. My moon candle that I showed, I think in my December wrap-up video. Here's my little goddess candle holder that I use when I'm working with any goddess energy. And here are my 3 crystal skulls. The chevron amethyst is Prague, and then the fluorite in the middle is Flora, and then the rose quartz little one that was gifted to me, that's Fred, which I know is strange. So the crystals in the bowls represent the earth element to me, and I already showed you the water, and then the little windmill up here for an air element, and I showed you the fairy realm. So now we're coming down to the bottom, and this book over here to the right is my grimoire that I have shown. I showed the little hands during my December wrap up that holds my little sigil cards there. And then in the middle is all my charm casting stuff. I just pick up this tray and take it over to my table and cast right in the tray. This is an incense holder that my husband had got me. The candles represent the fire element for me. And then over here are the things that I am currently using on a regular basis. So I have my rune deck. This is my goddess stuff. This is that Illuminator's amulet that I use. Rune book. I have the Heavenly Bodies astrology book out, and then my extra journals, and then a couple little notepads. So that basket stays there with the things that I need to grab all the time. And then this basket over here is what sits on my table, because this is the table, and as you can see, this area where there is no placemat, that is my area for my readings, where I sit when clients come, you know, and so on. I have my little chapstick there, but these are the decks that I am currently working with this month. These are my client decks that I'm using in January, and these are the decks that I'm using in January for myself and my readings. And I used to just kind of pile things up here on the table, but it just, you know, because like I said, I don't have anywhere to tuck things away, and it kind of looks sloppy all the time. So I invested in these baskets to kind of keep things neat, and then that way, if we do entertain or have someone over or whatever, all I have to do is grab the baskets, I tuck them away upstairs, and then everything's together and I can bring them right back down. There's my, I don't know if I showed this when I was coming across. There is my little tarot sign. I was sitting over there, that's why it's pulled out. So over here, oh, up here, I guess I should explain this picture over here. So I got this picture for Halloween because I loved it. And it was, well, I got it right before Halloween in September. And it was, it lights up, and it was so cool. But it was right around the same time the Morgan energy was coming into my life, and the crow feathers, and, you know, things like that. So I had asked my husband, after the holidays and that were over, I said, would you care if I stuck this witch picture back up, because I really get this like Morgan energy from it. And he goes, you put whatever you want to in your space, that's fine with me. So that's why she is back up on the wall. So I'm going to try to show you my tarot cabinet here. Okay, so this is our pie safe, and this is my little tarot cabinet. This holds 90% of the decks. Those other two little basket or cloth drawer type things in that bookcase that I showed a minute ago, that's the other decks that I have. Everything else is in here. And I just reorganized it. I was going to show the whole reorganization, and I started filming it, and it was a disaster, so I scrapped that whole video. But I reorganized it to fit all the new decks in here. So like over here on the right, these are all my witchy decks. All the oracles, and then the witchy decks are behind it. And then these decks right in here over to here are the decks I'm using basically for myself. A lot of the new decks I got in are in this area because I want to use them. So I have them pulled to the front so I can see them. Then I have my astrology decks, and that's the new touchstone. And then let me see if I can get closer. And then if you can see, there's some oracles in the back there. And then over here is kind of what I use for clients. And so I have a couple things stuffed over there that I had to put there for myself, but that's what the majority of that is. And then we come down to the second shelf, and that's my little thing. Let me see here. This is Lenormand, and this is Lenormand. And then there's some oracles and affirmation decks and that I'm not using that often. So I stuck them over there. This is my fairy decks. Then we have Goddess here in the front. And we have animals right behind it. Little basket with extra charms and my runes and the charm clarifiers, and that is in the middle. These are my 2 little crystal decks. And then I have a couple healing oracles, all my minis, and then there's some more self-care, and then everything over here are my angel decks. So that's pretty much the layout. Then down at the bottom is all of my things that I use for intention work. I guess you could call it, if you want to call it spell work, call it that. You can call it whatever you want. I kind of call it intention setting. I use those ingredients for manifesting, things of that nature. So yeah, this is my room. And this is where I do all my filming, and this is where I see clients, and it is where I do, I guess, any magical work or anything like that. So I hope this isn't too shaky when I go to edit it. And I'll be able to upload it for you. And let me know if you have a video of your sacred space. I'd love to check it out. So thanks for stopping by and watching today. I really appreciate you. And I hope you have a great day. And until next time, bye.